Yes. See this right hand? Yeah. It's difficult for it to offend me if there's no lubricant on it. Yes. And this left hand? Yeah. Somebody had to be the left hand and the right hand. Yeah. Somebody had to be the left eye and the right eye. Yes. When you think about offering your hands to another woman, yes, because you offered your breast to them, yeah. For some reason, there's some sort of programming, yes, that would lead me to believe that I do not see what you've been doing. Oh, now, I would want volunteers that do want the orgasm and they would stimulate themselves without thinking that it's my job to do what they can do themselves. Yes. And they wouldn't think that I'm some sort of lust filled pervert. Yes. For stimulating my own sexual nerve endings for wanting to have a healthy sperm. Yeah. Now, when it says, it hath been said, ouch, what, whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorcement. But I say unto you that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, yeah, causes her to commit adultery, and whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committeth adultery. Yes. Now, there's this big question about adultery. Let's say that my wife did know and I did not know. Yes. And she decided that she was going to be, yes, somebody other than the woman that I married, and the be on her was going to have sex through her. I would consider adultery having sex through the body of a spouse without the other spouse knowing about it. Now, I remember when we were on Guam, yes, because I've been married for 10 years, poop. And we were living at the homeless shelter. And my wife asked me, well, is it okay if I suck my own breasts? And I thought, sure, but you haven't done that in 10 years of marriage. In fact, you've never done it. Ouch! Whenever you see a personality change affect the actual sexuality of the individual, yes, it causes you to think, why is my spouse doing something different than they had done in the previous 10 years of marriage? Yes. Now, I thought that Heidi had gotten involved in something so that the be on her would or really change, yes, our sexual relationship from a very, well, traditional, yes, conservative, yeah, relationship where I agreed I would not touch myself. That was her job. And whenever I asked her, she could always say, no, I don't want you to do that. And I accepted that. Poop. But there's this thought of the be on her and the be on me wanting to turn our holy matrimony into pornography so that she could produce corn. Ah! Now, corn, ooch, was the way of saying porn. Poop. Now, this idea of coming to show, yes, it does, yes, it does. I was really concerned when my wife's behaviors changed while we were on Guam. It seemed that somebody had, well, maybe given her a chip or a little different lizard that she put in her ass. Pooch! Well, she thought, well, I'm going Illuminatist. That's right. But nobody told me about it. Now, as a spouse, when you see your spouse doing something different that had, well, at least 8 or 9 years of marriage, yes, it causes you to wonder what's going on. Now, of course, if I said anything, you'd say I'm crazy. Pooch. But having had 5 children, yes. Having had Benjamin born on Guam, yes. Having seen her remove lots of hair from her physical body that she never did during marriage, yes. It looked to me that my wife, yeah, had went from the good conservative Christian woman that I had married, yes, to a porn actress that decided that she needed to up her sexuality right now. Now, this whole idea of being married to an adulterous woman that was the Illuminatist. Oh, I know you as a judge would say, well, you're crazy. But having been married for those 9 years and having had 5 sons, I did sleep with her every night and I did realize her habits as they involved sexuality. Yes. But when your spouse goes to shaving everything off, yes, and all of a sudden starts doing things that she never did before,